So I have to put a smile on the faces of my family. So let me say I survived death 2 times.
In the Middle East, Saudi Arabia.
In Saudi Arabia, yeah. The first time, the son of that house, he was a second year. He got infected with corona. They didn't tell me anything. They just went away and left me with the sick person in the house.
Did you know that the boy is sick?
No, I didn't know anything.
Hello and welcome to number 1 channel. My name is Davy Chams, coming live from DS Images, and this is Sema na Davy Chams. If you are watching this channel for the first time, maybe try to subscribe, drop a comment, give a like. My guest today has a story. She's been through a lot, both in Kenya and Middle East countries, looking how she can be able to survive. So maybe before I proceed, allow me to let my guest introduce herself. Mami, unajua we are here because of your story, and maybe you will introduce yourself first, and then from there you tell us as why you want to share your story. Then we proceed from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, David Chams, for hosting me today. I'm very humbled. My name is the lucky mom, Debra Nyanchoka. That is my social name, let me say like that. But my real name is Debra Nyanchoka, from Nyamira County. I was born in a village called Omwaro. It is in interior Kisii. I want to inspire someone with my story. I know I can save a life by sharing my story, and that will be my achievement. Yeah. So I was born in a polygamous family of 3 wives and a total of 22 children. So I'm the 21st child in our family. Growing up was not that bad. Let me say it was just a normal family. We could afford at least day meal. And my dad, he was not learned, but he loved education so much. So if you were willing to study, he was ready to take you to school and pay everything. Yeah. So I went to Grigiri Primary School in Nyamira County and joined Sironga Girls High School. By then it was a provincial school, now it's a national school. From Sironga Girls, I did perform well in my Form 4. I scored a B-. I used to be a top 10 student, so a B- was something, maybe a fail to my side. But it happened in a very miraculous way, let me say like that, because I felt sick during my exam time. I just became unconscious during my exams, during my mathematics paper 2 and history paper 1. Yeah, but I tried, let me say like that. So after that I decided to go back to Nyaikoro Mixed SDA. That is where I scored a P plane of 65.
Or you received the exams?
Yeah. So unfortunately it was that my name was misspelled that time, the second time when I went to Nyaikoro Mixed. So I was so naive. I didn't know how it could be rectified. So I became hopeless and I was like, why don't I start maybe teaching these Arabic schools in my village? So I saw that my life had become to an end. So maybe my dream was shattered. But I felt so sad because I felt that I disappointed my brother. We did the same here, class 8, and both of us, we passed very well. But my brother gave me a chance to go to a boarding school, and he decided to go to a day school. So without making it to university, it was a disappointment to him because he has allowed me to use his chance. So then it happened that I went to another school where I wanted to teach chemistry. I did very well in sciences, and the principal was impressed with my work. And then he was like, but you're joining campus. Then I told him, no, I'm not joining campus because my name is misspelled. And he was like, we can help you rectify the name. If you will allow us register you, we will rectify your name.
Okay, that was now when you were planning to result exam.
No, I wanted to teach now.
Oh, you wanted to teach?
Yeah, but that principal advised me and they registered me. That is when I passed very well, and I was called to join Moi University. So I was called to join Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurship. And that became my breakthrough point, let me say like that. Now I was optimistic that now my future was speaking for itself.
Yeah.
So in campus, life was not easy. So when I joined the first year, you know, in my family, my dad, what he knew is about school fees. He didn't know about pocket money. So it was up to you. So I was tempted to start a business in campus. I was selling beans, veggies. I became like Mama Mboga in the campus.
Yeah.
But that one also, it was a challenge to me, but it also made my life easy later. Because I was caught, you know, doing business in the campus, that is illegal.
Yes.
I was suspended from the university premises for around 4 months.
Wow.
So I was staying outside and it became so hard for me. So I had to face disciplinary and explain why I was doing business in the campus. So when I told them my problem, and that problem became a solution to me. They cleared my school fees and they gave me work study.
Campus?
Campus, yeah. So third year, fourth year, I didn't pay anything. It was cleared by the administration. And so I was hopeful that maybe after campus I'm going to get something to do. So unfortunately I became, it's not unfortunate, but it was the lucky way, I became a mother at third year.
Oh, third year.
Yeah. So I struggled with life. Struggling as a mom and as a student was not easy, but finally I finished at 2014. So I was like, now maybe next I'm going to secure a job.
Yeah.
It became so hard for me. So I struggled for 6 good years without a job. I could do applications. I've done a lot, almost 1,000, but no interview, nothing. So I didn't get discouraged. So I had to look for a side hustle. So I came to Nairobi and started hustling now. I started my hustle at Githurai 45. That is where I started washing dishes, but I was accommodated by my brother, my elder brother. He was the breadwinner of our family. So joining him in Githurai 45, we didn't stay for long in his house. Within a short time, he got sick, and that is how he died. Yeah, so my life became so hard in the city. So I was with my daughter.
On your own now?
On my own. Now I have to look somewhere if there is construction sites. I carry the cement. I became like a Mjengo lady, let me say like that. Yeah. So I could carry cement from down, Ile Mkorogo, to third floor. But I realized that it was so hard for me. Then I decided to change the hustle again. That is when I started looking for caves, small hotels, and asked if there was a job. Then I started a job as a wash disher in one of the caves in Githurai. That was my beginning of life now in the city as a single mom, let me say like that. So with time I stayed there. Even my daughter was going to another private school. I couldn't afford food. You know, for those people who stay in Githurai 45, they understand life in Githurai 45 is a bit cheap. Sometimes I could go to the market and buy ndogo ndogo. They call it ndogo ndogo. This is kichwa ya kuku, giza, the miguu, then katakata. Yeah. Then I cook for my daughter and she takes to school. But my daughter was very bright, but her food was discouraging her even going to school, because the moment she could open a dish like this, some kids, for those kids who have maybe nice food, they will be like, yuck. So she was so depressed and she was very young. So she could give me those information and I got so discouraged.
And also her self-esteem went down.
Yeah. So, but one time I decided to write a letter to the teacher, and that is how she disciplined those kids and they stopped mocking her. So I felt so challenged that I needed to to keep a smile on the face of my kids. Yeah. So I started now. Once after my brother died, I went home. Then coming back, I decided to change my hustle and went to Rongai. That is where now I started cooking for the site, those people who constructed the site. So I was cooking at the site, Rongai, Candice, all over. People in Rongai, they know me very well. So I did that work for almost 2 years. But now I got affected by the heat. I was using firewood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So in the morning I carry food, in the evening I carry firewood back home. Those who know the forest of Kandisi, I was working alone sometimes. Sometimes if my daughter is on holiday, we could go with her. Life was not that easy, but I was not giving up. I was like, maybe God is opening a way for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it reached a point, and then I started fainting. From nowhere. Yeah. After now using this firewood for so long.
It affected your health.
Yeah, it affected my health. So that is when I decided now at least I better become a maid. So that is something came to me like, if I become a maid, I'm not going to pay rent. At least I'm going to save something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is when I went.
And you'll not be using firewood.
Yeah, that is when I went online and I googled bureaus in Nairobi, and I was lucky to get one in Allingham. They wanted maids, so I wanted a bureau that had accommodation. Because now even paying rent became a problem to me. Yeah, that is when I got that bureau. They had accommodation. You would pay 100. You eat breakfast and dinner as you wait for the client. Yeah, that is when I went there, and I was lucky to get a job in one of the high-profile family in the country. So I saw that my life now was changing positively. So I went there. I worked for 6 months. They wanted somebody for 6 months. Yeah, I worked for them. After that, then I went back to the bureau, and I got another job in one of the pilots now. So, yeah.
Pilots as in the
one of the pilots now.
Oh yeah, one of the pilots.
Yeah. So I worked there. They were nice. They were not bad. So as I was working for them, I was comfortable, yes, but the salary and my expenses, the expenses were higher than the salary.
Oh.
Now being the breadwinner, I need to pay rent also on the other side.
Yeah.
So my life was not that easy, but it was somehow compared to the previous one. Yeah. So I was staying in Njiru. So one day it was during my off day. I was staying with another lady who was a teacher in one of the private schools in Njiru. That lady, we only had one bed. So she woke up. She was going to school, and then she had this strange sound from under the bed. Then she was like, I don't want to put the lights on, let me use the torch. So she was lighting the torch under, and she saw a big snake.
Under the bed?
Under the bed, yeah. That is when she shouted, like, snake, snake. And I was like, where did the snake come from? So looking down, it was a big snake. We had to run out. It was around 5 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. We had good neighbors. They killed that snake. And after 3 to 4 days, I was involved in an accident, and I was like, things are not happening good with me. So I started having those suicidal thoughts. I was like, I don't see life anymore. But
when this was happening, where's your daughter?
She was at home. She was at home. Yeah,
okay.
She was with my mom. Because there's a time I lost my laptop and my phone in Githurai. And now my mom was afraid that maybe your daughter is going also to be stolen. So you better go and ask for a loan.
Yeah.
So I was hustling a loan by then now. So that is how now I started having those suicidal thoughts. And within some few days, one of my friends told me there's a job in Saudi Arabia. Why don't you try if you have not gotten any job? And I was like, instead of killing myself, why don't I go and try? Yeah. So I just decided that it's better I go and die in Saudi Arabia than dying in Kenya before trying.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So that is how I found myself going to Saudi Arabia. Reaching Saudi Arabia, I was lucky. Let me say I was lucky because I got a job in a palace. So in the royal family. everybody was good. Let me say like that, except Madam.
Good to you.
Yeah, good to me. The kids, they respected me so much. Their father didn't have a problem with me, but now the mother, she was a narcissist queen.
Wow.
She lacked empathy. She doesn't care who you are. Even if you are sick, that is not her problem. She bought you money. She is paying you money. You have to work. So she doesn't care. Yeah. So I was like, no, I'm not giving up. Because maybe I've gone through a lot from my country, and here I've come to work. So I have to put a smile on the faces of my family. So, let me say I survived death 2 times.
In the Middle East, Saudi Arabia.
In Saudi Arabia, yeah. The first time, the son of that house, he was a second year. He got infected with corona. They didn't tell me anything. They just went away and left me with the sick person in the house.
Did you know that the boy is sick?
No, I didn't know anything. They just went, they gave me directions. You need to do this, and that is the time I did a video now to handle a corona patient. Yeah, because I was like, I have to keep something for memory. So I did that video and kept it private.
Were you infected?
No. So after 2 weeks, they came back and they celebrated like their son has recovered from corona. And I was like, are you sure he had corona? But why didn't you tell me? And she was like, is he your son?
That's who now?
Now, Madam. This Madam. Oh, you didn't want my son to get okay? And I was like, no, this is a sick person. Let me keep quiet because this is something
serious, yeah.
Scaring. Yeah. So I had to assume.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe God loved me so much.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I didn't got infected. Yeah. So I stayed in that house, and but I started now becoming official in a way that let me do my work because this lady is not concerned about my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to do everything, cook. Everything, nanny, you know, my work was a housekeeper.
Yeah.
So I was not supposed to do a nanny job, cook. That is not my job.
So let me ask you, because sometimes, okay, you are saying this lady was not good to you. She was kind of inhumane.
Yeah.
So what challenges did you go through? You know, her
in her
handling
hands.
you in her hands. Yeah.
Yeah. She never cared about me. Sometimes she could hide food from me. She could travel 2 weeks, leave me without cooking oil, leave me without sugar, and leave instructions behind that I should not talk to anybody. I should not talk to neighbor. The only neighbor who was there was her mother-in-law. So I didn't understand why how she wanted me to survive. You know, even if she told me not to talk to them, I could go there and borrow. Because there is no way I could survive without cooking. Yeah, but sometimes it reached a point I had to speak for myself. And she changed. After I became so hard to her, I was like, I can't survive where I don't eat. You are hiding food. She used to give me expired bread. And I could eat. I could eat because I had no option. You need to work and you need to be strong.
Kind of slavery.
It was real slavery. Even though some people say that slavery, who sent you there? In Saudi Arabia, not sent. You sent yourself to try. Yeah, so I want to correct some people who are like, who sent you there? Why did you go there? No, kama ningekuwa na kitu singeenda, ni kujituma. Yeah. Kujitafutia. So, the second round now sasa nika faint. I was so weak. Nimekuwa nikimwambia kila time niko mgonjwa, nataka kwenda hospitali, and she was ignoring me. So it reached a point nika faint kwa bafu. Kitambo ni faint, I have been telling her from the morning ninasikia vibaya. Alikuwa anani-ignore. So sasa hiyo time nilikuwa nimechukua simu kwa bafu, nikasema nitafunga mlango ndio nipige juu. I was not allowed to take my phone from my room to outside. So I was like hiding it. So reaching up in the bathroom, I found a small kid anaosha mikono. Na sasa akani-confuse. I didn't make the call the way I wanted. So sikukaa sana kabla sijaanguka pale chini. Ule mtoto akakimbia kuita mama yake. Mama yake akakuja saa hiyo. Akakaa kama tuseme 2 hours ndio akaja. So kukuja, unajua nilikuwa sure atanipeleka hospital maybe.
So will you faint, then you stayed for 2 hours in this bathroom?
Yeah.
Hajakuja.
Saa akikuja nikasema maybe sasa atanipeleka. Juu unajua watu wakifaint huwa unasikia but una nguvu, utaweza kusimama. Alichukua ndoo, I have done a video. Alichukua ndoo ya maji, kuna ndoo nilikuwa natumia kuosha choo. Akateka maji ndoo 3. Ananimwagia kwa kichwa mara 3. So sijui kama alikuwa anadhani na pretend, maybe alidhani maybe naweza fight, but I was too weak. So what she did, alifunga mlango na akaenda. Alikuja akalock. Bwana yake hakuwa anajua, bwana yake anakaa ni king, anakaa tuseme kama unakaa the capital city, alikuwa anakaa Riyadh. So kitu yote itafanyika kwa hii nyumba ni huyu mama atajua peke yake. So I didn't know if she had an intention of killing me, na aseme nimejiua. So akaenda mpaka the following day at 2.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. How was the situation now?
Sasa mimi nilikuwa na simu yangu pale, unajua sijapiga. Nikaamuka midnight, nika-regain kiasi. I was able to make an audio clip. Nikatumia my agent in Nairobi. So kumwambia mimi niko mgonjwa, nimemwagiwa maji na sijapeleka hospitali na sijui kama nitafika because I need medical attention. Then sasa akapigia ule wale ma agent wa Saudi Arabia, ile ofisi ya Saudi Arabia. Sasa ofisi ya Saudi Arabia ikapigia ule mdosi wangu sasa ambaye ni king. Sasa unajua ndio akapigia sasa ule mama akamwambia nipeleke hospitali. Yeah. So kufika pale hospitali nikakuwa admitted, nikaekewa maji. I was admitted for only 2 hours. Hakutaka nikae hospitali. She thought I was going to run away.
And also reveal the secrets.
Yeah. So akasema wacha niende kuona watoto kwa nyumba na rudi. So the moment naenda kuona watoto na mimi nilikuwa na simu yangu pale. Ni room tu mzuri hivi, nikapiga picha selfie hivi, nikasema let me keep this photo. Maybe one time I'll tell my story while I'm alive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now Debra, you know your story, especially about Saudi Arabia, because many people, young people are, you know, yearning to go there, kutafuta kazi, wanataka kwenda, you know, sometimes people found themselves there. What are these challenges that you can advise people?
Yeah.
That are there?
Yeah, kuna challenge kama there are 2 traps mimi huwa nasema, zile ni major traps. Unapata mtu you are a housekeeper, then umefika pale mdosi anakuambia umfanyie massage. Unajua that's a trap, a very trick trap, because I have 2 friends who have died because of that massage. That is a tempting situation. Kama una Mwarabu anakuambia umfanyie massage,
mwanaume ama just
wote, mama utafanyia mama, utafanyia baba. Unaona? Sasa hiyo ni kulazimishwa. Unalazimishwa, then finally wanakuua.
Follow in a trap.
Yeah. Hiyo ni trap. So ukikataa utakuwa mbaya, unajua wataanza kukusmile. Ukismile unakuwa misinterpreted.
How?
Maybe sasa they say you are seducing their boys or their men. So inafaa wewe umeweka sura ya kazi kama unafanya kazi pale.
So kama tu wewe just a slave.
Yeah, wewe fanya tu kenye kimekupeleka pale. Smile tu, unaweza weka urudi usmile tu nyumbani. Yeah. So another challenge, wakijua unajua Kizungu, because they want to learn English, hawajui kuongea. Wanaweza kuwa wanakutumia usaidie kufanya watoto kufanya homework. Unajua homework zao wanafanya online. So wanakuletea simu, unajaza in English. So sometimes if you wrong, even when they say you are not willing, you didn't want to show them. I did nilifanya hiyo, niliwafanyia homework karibu 3 months and they never paid me. I think that one contributed to the grudge madam had to me. But after all what she did to me, after hospital, now I said that simwambii nataka kuenda, because before angenikosea nasema tu mimi nataka kurudi kwa ofisi. This time round nikasema hapana, I've known she is a narcissist, she will never change. So I decided to program my mind that now I'm living with a narcissist and there's nothing I can do about her to change. Let me concentrate on building myself.
You decided to accept.
Yeah, I accepted. Yeah, I accepted. And that is when I started concentrating on my channel. So I was doing a struggle of being a housemaid and a YouTuber.
Yeah. So how did you used to manage your channel and this, you know,
I was
strange environment?
Yeah, it was toxic. A strange. I was working for 18 hours, but I was like, I'm going to create 1 hour for myself to build my future. So nikimaliza kazi yangu saa 6, naweza tengeneza video yangu hiyo saa 6 mpaka saa 7 nilale. So nikiamuka nafaa kuanza kazi 6, naamuka 5:30 na edit hiyo video yangu na simu, then I share it over social media.
So ni content gani ulikuwa unatengeneza?
Sana nilikuwa na ubiri.
Okay.
Nilikuwa na ubiri. ikifika ile time ya daytime, saa zile madamu amelala, nafanya ile ya housemaid in Saudi Arabia, live in Saudi Arabia, but naziweka in private. Kwa folder ya private in YouTube. Hizi za kuhubiri nilikuwa naziweka public. Pia nilikuwa na advice wale watu wenye I was a victim of a narcissist, a survivor. Yeah. So I had that experience on how narcissists behave. So I came with that idea of talking more about narcissism. That is when I did a video that went viral about how a narcissist humiliates you and how you should react. That video attracted one of my subscribers, and she bought me a laptop. Yeah, she was like, who are you? You are so young and you are very wise. I want to know what you use to edit your videos. I told her I use my phone. And she told me, no, I'm going to buy a laptop.
While in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, I was in Saudi Arabia and she was in New Jersey. Yeah, I just gave her my location. She bought me a laptop from Amazon, and I got it. It was delivered in Saudi Arabia.
Your boss didn't like bring problems?
No. She knew I was saving my money. Maybe I could buy. Yeah. So after that, I was like, I'm not going home with an empty laptop. Why don't I write a story about myself? So that is the first time I thought of writing my book, my own book. And I did my first book, The Life of a Covered Star. So I was like, I'm a star and I've been covered. So maybe I'm going to shine now. So I wrote my first book, The Life of a Covered Star. And then with time, I was remaining with around 3 months, and I was like, why don't I write about the untold slavery in the Middle East? Because not all people who are ready to share what happens. Because things that happen there, they feel ashamed.
To share out.
To share out, because they are shameful things. Yeah, because like for example, you can't say that you are washing somebody's panties. They gather all of them together na wanakuleta ufue. Sasa unajua mtu anaibika kusema hivyo, unaona? So kuna zile kazi like me, I was carrying 50 cartons of water for 2 hours every month. Each month.
Going where?
From ground floor to the upper floor where I was working. That is drinking water. I was doing some weird jobs, removing scales. Unatoa ndege manyoya. Kutoa ndege manyoya unatoa ndege 50.
Ndege gani sasa hiyo?
Doves.
Doves.
Yeah, they are made doves in the Middle East. So unatoa hizo ndege, ukikataa unaweza katiwa wifi ama pia unaweza tandikwa. Unaenda pale unaambia ukamue ngamia. Unaona? There are some weird jobs yenye people are not ready to share. Yeah.
What's this experience that you went through that you'll never forget in your life? That strange experience.
The strange experience? There are many, but let me say like surviving that night, I think that it was the worst experience. Yeah, apart from being maybe from a graduate to you end up becoming a slave. That sounds at least fair compared to that time when I could have died in that bathroom. Yeah.
Now you went to Saudi Arabia. You stayed there for how long? Like
I stayed there for 2 years and 2 months.
2 years.
Yeah.
You survived death 2 times.
2 times, yeah.
What you know? What can you tell, or what do you tell the people, or young people who are aspiring? I mean, you know that they will be watching this video, and one day, in fact, as we speak, maybe there's some who are ready, somewhere being coached or preparing to go. What do you tell them?
I want to tell them that Saudi Arabia is not for the faint-hearted. No. Saudi Arabia ni ya watu wenye wamejituma, wale watu wenye wameuza machakula wamechoka kwa site, wale watu wenye wako hopeless. Hiyo it belongs to them. Like hao watoto wenye wadogo, tuseme umemaliza form 4 unataka kwenda Saudi Arabia, it's not for you. Wait for your time, pitia kwanza, then you have your experience. Unajua sasa tuseme mtu kama mimi, I had gone through a lot. So hiyo Saudi Arabia, mateso ya Saudi Arabia nilikuwa ni sosa kwangu. So it's not for the faint-hearted. Yeah.
Na many people kienda huko wanarudi kama wamekufa. And then bila umekaa huko, nini nafanyanga? Because unasikia someone died in Saudi Arabia.
True.
Many coffins zimekuwa hapa airport.
Personally, I went with 12 ladies. 4 of them, they are no more. They died. So naweza sema sisi tulibahatika. Ukifika pale maisha inakuwa ngumu. Ndio naambia mtu ukisikia kama wewe ni mlegevu kidogo, unaweza baki nyumbani. Unaweza baki nyumbani, you hustle from home. Because ukifika pale watu wanaenda wanatoroka, maisha inakuwa ngumu, mtu anatoroka. Ukienda pale that country iko digitalized. Huwezi tibiwa kama una ID na ID yako ni mdosi anabaki nayo. Unaona? Sasa ukitoroka, unaenda huko nje, utakufia huko na sasa mwili wako itapatikana. Unaona?
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I can see you have a YouTube. You said you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
What is it about, like?
Yeah, my YouTube channel is the Lucky Mom Debra Nyanchoka. Of late, I'm creating content concerning creating awareness on what happens in the Middle East. Kufundisha wale watu ambao wako pale how they should behave until they finish their contract. Wale wenye wanataka kuenda, what they expect. At least we save a life. Yeah, I do preach. I'm a mental coach too.
Wow.
Since I'm a survivor of a narcissist queen, I have that experience on how to deal with a narcissist. Yeah, if there's somebody who has been demeaned and somebody makes you feel that you have no value in life, the right mom Debra Nyanchoka is the right channel for you. You can learn a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if someone told you today to go back to Saudi Arabia, will you go?
No. Personally? No. Personally, I won't go because now I've realized that family is more important than money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Compared life in Middle East and Kenya, after going there and coming back, how has been life? Like?
I can't say life is always home is the best.
Yeah, home is the best.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, last words on that camera to your daughter.
Oh, Dee, my champion.
Yes.
I have a son and I have a daughter.
Oh, you have a son and a daughter?
Yeah.
Last words to them.
Yeah, Dee, my champion. Yes. I love you so much, my daughter. You've been a pillar to me. F, the champion. Oh, my son. I love you so much. You guys, you are the best. You made me come back. And thank you for being good kids to your grandma, my mother. She's so lovely. She took care of my kids. And I've come back and I've found them that they are good. I'm going to take care of you guys, the three of you, and I'm not going back. I love you so much.
But in short, maybe to Kenyans and across the world, the last words you can tell them on this camera, many people are going to be watching this story.
To Davy Chams viewers and my viewers too, what I'm telling you is that no situation is permanent. With God, everything is possible. I'm a graduate. Doing this YouTube channel is just my side hustle. In case maybe you have a job, I have done a Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurship and I have also CPA. So I can be an accountant. I can do business plans for you. I'm ready for any job. I'm flexible. And being nice doesn't harm. Yeah.
True. What is one lesson that you learned from experience in the Middle East? Just one lesson that you learned.
I learned that if you get afraid, you should not fear. Speak for yourself. Speaking for yourself, it may help a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, viewers, for watching this video. We are here with Debra giving her side of story, what she went through in Middle East, and I hope you've learned a lot. Those who will be watching, and I'm sure many viewers will be watching this, hope you learn something from her experience. She gave her story to enlighten those young people who are aspiring or maybe looking forward to go to Middle East countries. Hope you've heard from her story, you've learned from her story. So if you're planning, maybe how can they reach you? They may feel like we want to reach this lady.
Okay.
And at least get more.
Okay. If you want to reach me out, my number is 0727 846 930. 0727 846 930. You can reach me at debranyanchoka@gmail.com. My YouTube channel is the Lucky Mom Debra Nyanchoka.
Yeah.
TikTok, the Lucky Mom Debra Nyanchoka. Facebook page, the Lucky Mom Debra Nyanchoka. Follow me there.
Okay.
Reach me out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also remember to subscribe to her channel. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next show. Asante sana Debra for coming to our show. We wish you so well. I can see you are, I know you are a very strong lady because of what you've gone through, or despite what you've gone through, you still,
I have hope.
you have hope and
Yeah.
pushing hard
Ah.
to make sure things work out for you. So we wish you so well. Thank you so much, viewers. See you in the next video.